Caitlin. I'm a holistic nutrition consultant and the author of a blog called grassfedgirl.com. I'm so happy you're here today. If you're not familiar with my channel, I've been following a carnivore diet now for 4 years, and before that I did a paleo and keto diet, so an ancestral diet for 10 years. So I have a lot to share, and that's what my channel is all about, so stay tuned. Today we're going to be talking about 4-year carniversary. Today is my 4-year carniversary. Actually, it was October 1st, and today is November 1st, but you know, I have a baby, so I'm a month late, but as fast as I can get these things done is about as good as I can do. So we're going to be talking about the top 5 changes that I've seen on the carnivore diet. So these are starting in the least to most important order. So number 5 has to do with digestion. So before I started carnivore and I was doing keto, I had horrible digestion. I had heartburn all the time. Every night, like a lot of nights, I would be up with heartburn. And as soon as I took out vegetables, that went away. So I just kept this big burning sensation here. And as soon as I stopped eating vegetables, that went away. Also, I had bloating, terrible bloating and constipation. And then the bloating immediately stopped. Within like 24 hours of stopping eating plants and vegetables, no more bloating. It was amazing. So definitely those 2 things have been very important and really helped my quality of life. Now, the constipation did get better when I started including electrolytes, which you can get my favorite electrolytes down in the description box. They're the Redmond. You can save 10% off with my code GrassFedGirl. When I started doing electrolytes, that helped so much with my constipation. And also I take magnesium. That helps a lot. But it really resolved itself, and then when I had a baby and I got pregnant and all that, it's kind of come back. So I'm still kind of working through that, but the digestion has improved so much with the bloating, and the heartburn is gone still. So I wanted to make sure that you understand that your digestion will usually improve, 80 to 90% on carnivore. Number 4 is sugar cravings. I had the worst sugar cravings on keto. I was addicted to keto sweets and treats, and I would make them for my blog, and I would eat the whole entire thing. And, I have a lot of problems with binge eating and just overeating and sweets and treats. And now I know that I can always just keep eating more steak or more eggs or more butter, and I can avert those cravings. Just not being hungry has changed my life so much and helped so much with my sweet cravings. And, I can do so much better without having vegetables and all those nuts and things that I was eating on keto and paleo. So I'm just doing so much better with my sugar cravings. They are really good. Sometimes I'll eat cheese if I have a really bad sugar craving. But again, keeping up those electrolytes, keeping up the magnesium helps me a lot with my sugar cravings. And, just making sure my first big meal of the day is a steak or hamburger, then I will that's like my bedrock of the day. I set that tone, and then I'm good for the rest of the day. So make sure your first meal is really strong with a big steak or a big bunch of hamburger and maybe some butter, and you will be strong against those sugar cravings the whole rest of the day. Number 3 has to do with my skin. My skin has that you've heard about the carnivore glow. I just feel like my skin is much better than it used to be. I used to have a lot of blackheads in my nose. It's gross, but just my skin is so much better. I kind of have a glow to it now where I didn't used to have that. It just kind of had a dullness, and I think that right away my skin improved, and I think that's due to nutrient deficiencies, mineral deficiencies that are now no longer deficiencies. They're sufficiencies on the carnivore diet. So when you're eating no plants that have anti-nutrients that block the absorption of the very important nutrients that we need, like vitamin A, D, E, and K, and your magnesium, and just so many things that your body is crying out for, your amino acids that builds your skin, your bones, your hair. When you have all these things, you're just going to look better, you're going to look younger, you're going to feel better, you're going to have less joint pain, all that stuff. Now we're going to talk about number 2, and has to do with pregnancy. So if you are not healthy, your body will not get pregnant. So you will not be having a baby, you will not be carrying a full-term pregnancy, you will not be able to have healthy eggs. Your partner also has to be healthy. So there's so many things that have to come into play and into the right place for a pregnancy. And, if I hadn't have been as healthy as I was, carnivore for 1.5 years before I got pregnant, I don't think I would have had a healthy baby. And I'm, north of 35. So definitely when you start, it's called a geriatric pregnancy when you're over 35. And the doctors are very adamant that you're not healthy anymore. You're old and nothing's going to work right. And you're pushed to do induction. You're pushed on so many things. And it's really, really challenging to have a pregnancy over 35. And I just had such an easy time during pregnancy. I was feeling good. I had great energy. I didn't even have morning sickness. I had 1 month maybe where I couldn't eat steak or beef, but I ate chicken and fish and eggs. And then that went away after the first trimester, and I was good again, eating steak every day. I just did so well. I never got high blood pressure. I refused the glucose test with that Glucoa drink. I refused that. I did blood sugar testing on my own, and I showed them the results from 2 weeks. So I never had high blood pressure, even though I was high in the age range, and also I gained 50 pounds, but I didn't have any of those complications. So that was really amazing. And I just had such a great time with my pregnancy. I felt great. And, I just don't think all of those things would have come together if I wasn't on the carnivore diet for 1.5 years before I got pregnant. And it just really made a huge difference. So definitely recommend it. Now, if you have already been trying to be pregnant and it's not the time to start the carnivore diet as soon as you get pregnant. And it's not the time to start the carnivore diet as soon as you're trying to breastfeed. Maybe I would do carbs down very slowly, do keto first. You don't want rapid changes in your body when you're just pregnant or you're just breastfeeding, because that can make unwanted health challenges. So yes, I think it's great, but just go very, very slowly if you're new to it, because you can get keto flu and your breast milk can go down. So definitely be careful. And you can always email me. I have my email down below if you have any questions, or you can talk to me on Instagram. I'm always over there. One more thing I want to mention is weight loss. People always want to talk about weight loss on the carnivore diet. Well, initially I did lose 20 pounds when I started the carnivore diet. And then I got pregnant and I gained 50 pounds. And then I got back to about 40 pounds down. So I was 10 pounds away from the lowest weight that I had been since I started carnivore. And I've gained and lost, that same weight over and over and over. Since having the baby, it's been really challenging because of lack of sleep and my hormones being out of whack because I'm breastfeeding. So I will continue to keep working on that, but that is the main thing I want to tell you is weight loss is not going to keep you motivated on the carnivore diet. If your goals are not to reduce your joint pain, reduce your autoimmune condition, your autoimmune symptoms, if you don't want to do your skin, your digestion, if you don't want to improve all of those things, then you're not going to stick with the carnivore diet. If your why is not strong, you will not stick with the carnivore diet. And I want to make sure you understand those things before you finish watching this video. So you might lose weight and gain weight and lose weight and gain weight because life throws you a lot of challenges. But the main thing is focusing on those markers of health, like not having high blood sugar, not having high antibodies if you have Hashimoto's, and other markers for autoimmune diseases. Those are the things that are going to keep you going. If you have IBS or something like that, if your digestion is improved and you can work longer without running to the bathroom, those kinds of things, or you're detoxing more because you don't have constipation anymore. Those are all the things that are going to keep you going on carnivore, not a few pounds on the scale. Believe me, I've been through all of it in 4 years, so definitely keep that in mind to keep you going. Here's a picture of me before I got pregnant. Here's a picture of me when I was pregnant. And here's a picture of me recently. Number one change is my Hashimoto's. I've had Hashimoto since 2010. I got diagnosed when I was living in California. I was lucky enough to get into a naturopathic doctor. They found all the antibodies and everything. They put me on a non-synthetic hormone replacement, which is called Nature-Throid. It is a prescription. In California, naturopathic doctors can write prescriptions. So it was very, very helpful. Immediately, I was almost bedridden 24 hours a day. I couldn't even work hardly. I would go to work and then I would sleep all day. Anytime I had a break, I would just sleep. I was in a terrible state when I first found out I had Hashimoto's, and that medicine helped me so much. And then I changed my diet to be gluten-free, paleo, all that, and it all helped, but the medicine helped a lot too. When I first got diagnosed, I was 600 in the antibodies. So if you have TPO antibodies, that is a sure sign you have Hashimoto's, and I had 600, which is supposed to be below 30. And about a month or two ago, went to the doctor and it was below 30. So now my antibodies, I think it was 28 or something. So that's considered remission by most doctors and endocrinologists. So I'm so happy about that. I just can't even believe it. I just think that the carnivore diet has helped me so much to control my antibodies and, the lifestyle of balancing my blood sugar, which is a key thing in Hashimoto's. You have to balance your blood sugar first. Most people skip that step and or they are on maybe a gluten-free diet, but they don't think that they need to balance their blood sugar. And I did a NutriSense thing where I balanced my blood sugar is like so low. It's like 60 all day. It's crazy. So my blood sugar is super balanced, and I think that is a key. Also, I cut out the toxic ingredients in my skincare and makeup. That really helped. If you have any questions about skincare, you can leave them down below. I will answer them. I use non-toxic skincare, and I think that really helps my antibodies go down, because it's a full body approach with an autoimmune disease. You have to address all the different pots. You have to address your stress, your toxins in the home, and in your personal care, and then you have to do the diet and balance your blood sugar. And stress is a huge one. What we put on our skin is a stressor. Our lifestyle is a stressor. So if you hate your job, things like that, I had to quit my job. So I started working at home 2012, and that made a huge difference in my health. So anything you do like that is going to be a big change, and it's going to help a lot, because if you hate your job, your body's going to feel that every single day, and that negativity is just going to spiral down and affect your health. So yeah, I'm just doing great. And carnivore has helped me so much over the past 4 years, and I plan to continue. I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep working on my health. I feel like I kind of had to start again because I had the surgery after the baby. I had an unexpected C-section, and with that not sleeping, I kind of feel like I started my carnivore journey twice. So I started October of 2018, and then I feel like I started again when my baby was born in September 2020. So I kind of feel like I'm back on the newbie train with carnivore, even though it has been 4 years, because I have to start over again. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful. And if you have any questions about my Hashimoto's remission or pregnancy or breastfeeding or carnivore, and it is just my pleasure to do these videos every week, and I love you guys, and I really appreciate you watching, supporting my family so I can stay at home and help my Hashimoto's and help my baby, and be a stay-at-home, work-at-home mom. I really appreciate it. Please share, subscribe, like this video. Make sure and get my carnivore ebook. It's 182 pages, it's 42 FAQs, 2 meal plans, shopping list, and so much more. It really is a wonderful resource. If you haven't done the carnivore diet for very long, you will just be so happy that you got it. It's at carnivore30.info. See you next time. Bye-bye.